Imagine watching everyone you love die, while you stay exactly the same, year after year, face after face, goodbye after goodbye. And no matter what you do, it never stops. And eventually, you become numb to it. You stop feeling anything at all. That's immortality. And it's not a gift. It's a curse you can't escape. You could master every skill, travel every country, live every life you've ever imagined. But what if I told you that the worst possible fate a human being could experience is not dying? Because the moment you stop dying, everything else starts to fall apart. At first, immortality feels like the ultimate advantage. Think about it. Every mistake becomes temporary. Every loss becomes recoverable. Every dream becomes achievable. You fail an exam, try again next year. You lose money, you have centuries to rebuild. You miss an opportunity, there are infinite more coming. For the first few decades, maybe even the first 100 years, life would feel perfect. You would become smarter, stronger, wiser. You would watch the world evolve around you. New technology, new cultures, new experiences. You wouldn't just live life, you would outgrow it. You would become everything a human could ever be. And then you'd run out of things to become. But then something subtle begins to change. This is where everything starts to break. It starts with the people around you. Your parents age, your friends slow down, your partner begins to change. At first, you don't notice it much, but then one day, they're gone. And then it happens again and again and again. Because immortality doesn't just mean you live forever. It means everyone else doesn't. You attend funerals that never stop. You watch entire families disappear. You see generations rise, vanish. At some point, you stop introducing yourself properly. You stop asking people their names. Because remembering them starts to hurt more than forgetting them. Because what's the point? Everyone you meet comes with an expiration date. And slowly, you begin to distance yourself. Not because you want to, but because you have to. Because loving someone starts to feel like signing up for grief. But maybe you can handle that. Maybe you accept the loneliness. Maybe you convince yourself it's worth it. After all, you still have forever, right? Now imagine this. And it only gets worse from here. You've lived for 300 years. You've traveled everywhere. Learned everything, experienced everything. At first, life felt exciting. Every moment had energy. But now, nothing surprises you anymore. Your favorite food? It's just food. Your dream destination? You've been there dozens of times. Even your biggest achievements start to feel empty. Because what makes something special is that it doesn't last forever. Scarcity creates value. But when time becomes infinite, value disappears. There are no final chances, no last moments, no urgency. And without urgency, there's no meaning. Life becomes repetitive, predictable, flat. And eventually, you realize something terrifying. You're not living life anymore. You're just passing through it. And here's the part no one expects. The scariest part. You can't even end it. Because boredom isn't the problem. Being trapped in it is. Now let's make it worse. Because immortality doesn't guarantee perfection. There's an ancient Greek myth about a man named Tithonus. He was granted eternal life, but he forgot to ask for eternal youth. So he kept aging, year after year, His body became weaker, more fragile, more painful, but he couldn't die. Imagine living for centuries inside a body that no longer works. Your joints hurt, your memory fades, your strength disappears, your hands tremble, your voice weakens, your body begs to stop, but it can't. But you're still right here, still conscious, still trapped. Immortality turns into a prison you can't escape. But let's say you avoid that. Let's say your body stays young. Your mind still won't survive because your brain was never designed for forever. Right now, you struggle to remember things from your childhood. Now imagine remembering thousands of years, millions. At some point, your brain has to make a decision. What stays and what gets erased? Memories start fading, faces disappear, names vanish. Moments that once defined you, gone. And eventually, you lose something even deeper, your identity. Because who you are, it is built on what you remember. So if your memories keep resetting, are you even the same person anymore? Or just a collection of fragments, pretending to be one? At that point, you're not immortal. You're just a replacement of someone who used to exist. Immortality doesn't preserve your life. It slowly deletes it. And then comes the part no one prepares you for. This is the part no one survives, the end of everything. Because even the universe has an expiration date. Stars burn out. Galaxies drift apart. Light disappears. Everything slowly fades into silence. A state where nothing happens anymore. No energy, no movement, no life. And if you're immortal, you'll be there to witness it. No distractions, no escape, no end. Just awareness stretching across eternity. No thoughts left to think. Just existence that refuses to end. You'll watch the last star fade, the last planet freeze, the last trace of life disappear. Until one day, you are the only thing left. No sound, no light, no time, just you. In an endless, empty darkness, forever. So maybe immortality isn't a blessing. Maybe it's the ultimate curse. Because Dea isn't what takes life away from you. It's what gives it meaning. It's what makes moments matter. It's what makes love feel urgent. And without an ending, life doesn't expand. It collapses into repetition, into emptiness, into something that doesn't feel like living anymore. Because in the end, you don't fear death. You fear being trapped without it.